Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis here. We are 1 week away from Shadowkeep. Bungie just dropped a launch trailer. I broke that thing down. If you guys do want to see my breakdown of that one, at least just frame by frame of what I saw, let me know. I'll post that one up a little bit later tonight. But as always, one more week, we've still got a Ascendant realm to cover. So make sure you do have your Tincture of Queensfoil, because when we head over there, you're going to want to be able to pop it. So make sure you got one of these. And we're going to head over to the Garden of Asilia, and we'll get in there. Now, this one doesn't have a Lost Sector clear out, so I'm just going to drive straight over. But if you guys want to jump to where the portal's at, you guys can jump ahead. That's what the timestamps are for. Otherwise, hang right here, and we'll drive on over. I want to shout out to all you guys. Thank you for the recent views, the follows, the Twitch hangouts, and all that stuff that you guys have been doing. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for just helping my whole channel and everything grow. So thank you all very much for the support lately. It's been awesome. Keep it coming. If you are not subscribed to the channel yet, you can go ahead and subscribe. Just hit that button right now. Shadowkeep is going to have a lot of content. There's a lot of good creators out there, but I will try and get you guys the best quality stuff that I can. Always helping you with the guides and stuff to guide you along your way. In pretty much any and all the content. So whether it's be Nightfalls, Nightmare Hunts, the new dungeon, raids and things like that, if I can get in the mix of there, I'd love to get some raid guides going because I know people have asked me for those just due to my style. So if you haven't followed the channel yet, hit that subscribe button. The alert bell will let you know when new videos come from me as well. So headed back here to the garden. You can kill some of these guys. It's not required though. None of the enemies in this section are really required. It's just easier to explain things when I'm not being shot at. So you can come down here, you might have a few more enemies hanging around in this corner. You can shoot them just so it's a little easier. And also, if you shoot these guys and you die, the run back to this area is going to be a little cleaner, so you don't have to deal with quite as much messing with you. I feel like I have one more dude. Alright, so what you want to do is come right over here. So you guys can see I came down the stairs, turned to my first left, and this first rock structure, you can actually hear where the portal is at. If you guys want to see it on the map, I am right here. So you can see the path around up through here, right on this edge once you come outside. So go ahead and pop your Tincture of Queensfoil. Quick run through of the time trial if you want to know what to do. Basically on this one, all you have to do is run to the outside into blights, or find these little charges, run them back to the center, dunk all three of them, and then it's going to get your super to recharge over and over and over every time you pass through basically the Well of Light. From there, you have to kill the Ascendant Knights. So my major advice is just make sure you have a super that you can use for a lot of damage. Blade Barrage, Hammer Strike. You can do whatever you want. Chaos Reach, Nova Bomb, anything for Warlock. All those are going to be good options, but make sure you got a super that you can use because you're going to be using it over and over quite a bit. So let's see how quick we can do this thing, and we'll get to it. So you'll see the orbs. Any of the ones that are vertical up top, that one's going to be a pretty long journey to get to, so I'm going to start with that one just because it's up high. Most of the enemies in here are going to be melee. You'll probably have a couple of phalanx. If you do, don't worry about it too much. Just try not to let them tag you too bad. Try not to let them blast you. And this one, you shouldn't have anything really bugging you up here. You're pretty high out of the way. Now this one potentially could be high enough that I can jump all the way down, so I'm going to go for the flying leap. Try and clear the blight so you don't get slowed. And then whenever you get back to the middle with one of these, it's going to just spawn a bunch of phalanx. Pretty much just try and hover over the top, use your melee to dash forward, and you'll dunk one of them. Now hopefully I don't get launched off an edge. That could have been really bad. Try and find the next one. I'm going to go around the long way. Again, the blights are sometimes hard to dodge. If you got to hit one, being slowed is a bummer. Just try and avoid it as much as possible. But I'm going to go around this way to try and get to this one. Not the normal path thing, and watch that one there. The blight was actually overhanging the ground area, so I actually would have been tagged pretty bad on that one. Now those big knights are chasing you the whole time, so usually you're not going to be sitting still too long, but if they try and catch you, don't stand still for long. And then remember, whatever you do pick up, you still got to get it back to the center, so just watch out. Use your melee to kind of dash forward if you kind of lose speed. And then remember also, as you get closer to the center, to make sure that as you get close and all these phalanx spawn, try and get above them, and then use that melee when they get ready to blast you. Try not to take that final hit. Alright, final one is going to be out this direction. It's not always the most direct pathing, I'll be honest. But usually if you follow a general path, you'll be in decent shape. And if you feel like you didn't go the right direction, it's not a big deal. You can redo the time trial pretty much at any point. Kind of going up over the top here. Gonna pick up the charge and just keep making the circle around. Honestly, feels like probably the best way to go. I really don't know. This is probably the longest way I could go. Screw it, we're already committed, we're going. Because I don't want to go back through everything that spawned. Toland is over there on your right. I'll show you guys where he is later because most of the lore bones and stuff are over here. The knights are angry and continue to spawn. The more of these charges that you pick up and put in the middle, the more angry the knights are going to be. And when their helms come off, they run and charge you quickly. That is why being vertical is going to be important here. Again, try and be high up. Charge on over. Once this thing spawns, then there's going to be a well of light. Now, you can do this one of two ways. You can honestly sit up here in a tree if you like and melt all these guys down if you really want to do it this way. It's not the most fun. Apparently, this is the worst tree to try and jump into. But I can actually sit up here and work these knights down, and they'll eventually just take some damage. The other option is the fun one, and wait for the knights to appear, and then go to town like this. The higher level you are in here, the more damage you will end up doing, just because this is still somewhat of a light sensitive area, even if most of us are probably over leveled. Now you'll notice I have no super, and now my super's coming back in about 2 seconds. It's the same principle. Chunk your super at these guys as much as you can. You don't even have to stay on the ground either. This is a purification ritual, killing the Abyssal Champion, so if you need to do that, this is a good time to do it. Again, pass through the middle. There are the knights spawning in. They're going to be smashing the ground, so I'm going to hit them as much as I can. I know this one looks kind of like chaos, but basically just jump in the air, stay vertical, throw as much of a super as you can at the knights. Try and charge up your super once again. Wait for them to come back. There's the knight again. Try not to let him actually hit you, because he will hurt quite a bit. Last knight. And you'll know you're done when the chest appears and it kind of calms down. Now, if you hang out here for a while, there can be some enemies that spawn, but honestly, you're pretty much done. So, if you're going for the time trial, pick up the chest and then run outside the portal. But I'm going to stop right here and show you guys where the eggs and the lore bones are at. So, joys of editing, here we go. Alright, so we're going to use the portal as a point of reference. If the chest is gone, it's not a big deal. The knights aren't going to do anything. But standing in the big well facing the portal, the 2 eggs are pretty easy to spot. They're off to your right. You'll see these 2 little spires kind of holding up the walkway here. So these are about as easy as it gets. The first one, when you pass through the first 2 broken pillars, you see this kind of circular platform off to the right. All you have to do is come to this edge, look down, and it should be right down in this region down here. It's pretty hard to miss. Big, giant, glowing rock. I've already shot it, so I can't see it. But it's pretty easy to spot right down below. Second one, come back here. Move forward. You can kill the blight if you want to. It's up to you. I've already put some damage into it. Look off to the ledge over here, and your egg should be down in this region down here. So those are the 2 eggs. Come back to the middle, and we'll get the lore bones. Now, the only thing about the lore bones, just don't go too close to the portal so you don't accidentally exit and have to redo this thing. So just make sure you kind of go wide when you go for this one. So for the lore bones facing the portal, go outside the tree. And then take the lower level route. If you're looking for Toland, typically the first time you're in here, his spawn location is going to be in this tree. Pretty easy to spot, just he's usually over there. And we'll head to this back platform here, way in the back. All the way back that we kind of crossed through previously. Now, we're not going to jump to that next platform. We're going to take this small island that we're on, peek out to the edge, and what you're going to look down is look for the lightning to cast light right here on my cursor. You'll see this one shiny spot when the light is actually cast. The lore bones are literally right down there. So you'll see the tiny spot when the light actually flashes. That's where you're going. Right here. In this little pocket, lore bones will be sitting right down here. You can get out from here. You can climb up. It's not that big of a deal. But if you don't want to and you're good to go, then you can just kind of head back to a landing zone and you're good. So this, again, is the Forfeit Shrine. This is the week of September 24th. Next week will be Shadowkeep, so I will not be probably launching one of these because I will be live streaming the game, as long as Steam gets up quickly, so that'll be a hope. But thank you guys for everything, the support. Follow me on Twitch, on Twitter. It's Ebontis on both, but right here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the alert bell if you enjoyed the video. Like, comment. You guys all know all the good things. But Shadowkeep is coming. We are a week away. I'm going to have some prep videos for that. And also, I'm going to be playing the crap out of it next week, so stay tuned. Lots of stuff to come. Thank you all very much. I'll see you soon. Have a great one.